Now, let me tell you something, ma'am, and this I'm saying with total sincerity and with an understanding because I've served in the United States and I keep observing what's happened. As India rises, some of the five Kauravs, not Pandavas, who sit in the UN Security Council are extremely unhappy because here is a country coming up, a democratic country that is challenging your position. Now, the West, the United States, Britain, and France, and to some extent Russia, before all this nonsense about Ukraine, they could have turned around and said, listen, we are all great Democrats, and these Chinese chaps are terrible fellows, so let's gang up against them. But India is a democratic country. So, how do you gang up against India? We share the same values. So therefore, a narrative is sought to be generated that these Indians are terrible fellows. Look, they're going around killing, what is that, just out Trudeau, just out, whatever his name is, Justin, just out, something like that. That Trudeau fellow's favorite plumber was dispatched somewhere in Canada, and Mr. Trudeau said there are credible allegations. Brother, that's a new diplomatic term I've heard. I've heard of credible evidence, but these are credible allegations. Yeah, absolutely. We've also heard of credible allegations that Shri Trudeau is dumb. He's absolutely, he's, I would use very strong language, he's an ass. We've heard credible allegations. Now, whether it's true or not. And then, of course, the man is two-faced because when the truckers were demonstrating, you might recall, in Canada, he invoked the War Powers Act. They were demonstrating against the vaccine mandate. And he sent in his chaps and he said, arrest these fellows. He himself disappeared. His father, so-called father, although there's dispute about his biological father, he had also invoked the War Powers Act when there was a possibility of secession by Quebec. He sent in his tanks to crush the movement. This was many years ago. And at that time, he had said, Canada has to decide whether it wants to be or not to be. Now, all those things are forgotten. Public memory is not very long. So this is what is going on. So United States, I would say it's a ridiculous storm in a teacup. We are not in the business of sending our chaps to eliminate fellows outside. We have a million other ways of doing it. We would not.
We don't get our hands dirty.
Precisely. And then you ask the Americans that if you're talking of extraterritorial activity, I don't believe that Osama, son of Laden, was eliminated in the United
American
States.
soil, yes.
I believe that Qasem Soleimani, that Iranian general, was eliminated in his own country, in Iran. No, he was eliminated in Iraq. And Zawahiri was eliminated in Afghanistan. So they've been doing it and they've been sending their hit squads, death squads. There you are, to the Middle East and doing all kinds of funny things. They've been sending them to Latin America. So they are no one to preach to us.
Exactly.
Actually, they should hold a mirror, look into the mirror and see what they've been doing. I don't even know if they have mirrors in the West. Maybe you can buy them one. So they can look into the sheet and say, Tiger, galti ho gayi humse. Ye mat kariye. But we are moving ahead. As India becomes strong, as the elections are now coming in a few months from now. Now, this is the time to build the narrative. Ye bade badmash log hain, kharab log hain, nahi karte. But India ignores this.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.